Let's get drunk at the director's garage. Let's get drunk at the director's garage. It don't matter wherever you are. Let's all get drunk at the director's garage.
I know this show is supposed to happen on a Wednesday, but I got drunk and couldn't make the gig. So I packed up my headphones and I headed out the door. And here we are today. Time to get this show started. The whiskey's pouring, grab yourself a beer. Everything's ready, the director is here. Time to get loose, join the entourage. Let's all get drunk at the director's garage.
Yeah, why not? Seems like I'm getting drunk a lot lately, if you believe any of these songs. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the Director's Garage Hump Day, Friday, happy hour, hangout, whatever it is. It's Friday here, and it's probably Friday or Saturday where you are, depending on where in the world it is. It's raining here is what I meant to say. It's been kind of a dreary day, and I knew it was going to be a rainy day when I scheduled this live stream. I figured what better day to do a live stream than when it's kind of like crappy out. There's nothing else I can do. It's like, let's just go live and we'll just have ourselves a little time in the afternoon. Got the Fostex out today. Now these I don't pull out that often. I don't whip these out very much. And what this is an OG Massdrop before they became Drop. Massdrop did this run of headphones. I've talked about this a couple of times on the show, but you know, it's been probably 6 months or 8 months or something, maybe even a year. They came out with a run of headphones where they partnered up with Fostex and they created this line called the TH-X00 line. And they came out with 3 varietals of these. I've owned all 3. This is my favorite. And I still own an Ebony, although it's a little, I bought it damaged. It's got a little chunk on, a chip missing on one of the cups. And that's for sale, by the way, because the way it went was the first one was just a maple or something. It was just an average, like a normal wood. And then they came out with this one, which is the mahogany. This one is tuned to be a bass cannon, which I really love. This is so fun and it's so comfortable for wearing, listening to movies. Beautifully comfortable band. Not leather. There's no leather anywhere. I do have replacement leather pads. These are from ZMF. They happen to fit. And I love them. They're very comfy and cushy. And then they came out with an ebony version, which was more like their hi-fi version of this headphone. It was had a little more detail. It was a little more neutral sounding. Didn't extend the bass as much, but it was tighter and more. So a lot of people went after the ebonies, and the ebonies are still, if you can find them, they'll sell for upwards of $600, which is what the headphone costs new. These are such a bargain. And this sold so well that Fostex had a little problem. It was pulling sales away from their $1,800 top-of-the-line TH-900 series headphones. So as soon as they could catch and kill this deal, they did. They got out of it because it was really killing their sales. These things were flying off the shelves. And this was probably 10, 15 years ago. And this headphone is still legendary, and it still sounds fantastic. Just a wonderful, and I think they sold for a little, like maybe $400 new. It's spectacular. These are a spectacularly crafted and tuned pair of headphones. They have wonderful treble extension. They're a V shape for sure, but and with a beautiful, nice, deep down low sub. This is a spectacular headphone. I couldn't recommend these enough. If you can ever get a chance to hear these, or if you're ever in the neighborhood and we're doing a little listening session or something, you want to hear these. These are ungodly good for their price. Ungodly good for their price. These are fantastic headphones, still to this day, and I still use them occasionally. And these are semi-open backs. These are not entirely sealed, so they have a little bit of an opening. It gives them a little more stage. Fantastic stuff. Fantastic stuff. Great stuff. So what else is going on in the headphone world? Well, a lot of the Black Friday deals are coming out. Audeze has their big thing. I should talk about Audeze. I could do a director's garage. I'm going to do a director's garage, something for Black Friday too. I don't know what it is yet. Probably just like 10% off or something, 15% off or something on the website merch. I'm going to talk about that in a second because I did there's some new designs up there. But let's go to Audeze. Let's check out their B-Stock sale. This is one of the things that people look forward to most about this part of the season. Is these B-Stock sales. And I looked through these. I got to be honest, I didn't see anything that was like I gotta have, if I had money, which I don't, I would want this. But let's go live to the laptop. Where's my laptop today? It's somewhere. Oh, you know what it is? I'm on the wrong thing. Okay, so let's go to the MacBook Pro and translate. There we go. So here is, we'll accept all their nonsense. Here's the Black Friday specials. They had a Maxwell. These sold out like immediately. I don't know what I would love to have a Maxwell in here because I've heard them. I think they're great. But they have these Xbox editions and stuff. I just want the normal Maxwell for normal people like me. These ultraviolets are pretty cool though. I would just want a normal Maxwell. Like this would have been perfect. I understand why this sold out first. It's the most cool / normal looking of the bunch. But they're tuned really well. There's some B-Stock LCD2s. I really like the Padux. Did you see the LCD2 closed back? These and the XC, these sold out right away. The GX, I don't know what this is. I don't know what the GX. It's obviously a wired version, but I don't know what it's designed for. I don't know what the deal is with those. These Paduk, I think, are fantastic. I think these are gorgeous. This is one of the nicest things they've done in a long time. And there's still, looks like there's some LCD2s here. I would want the leather pads myself. I would want a leather pad. They've got some leather-free stuff. Give me the leather, man. I know I'm a bad vegan, but I'm like, give me the leather. It makes such a difference in the experience. But these are good prices. These are pretty good. Look at the Babinga. I just like the name, Babinga. These sold out quick. They've got some leather LCD XCs. Pretty good deal. I've had these before. A little mid-rangey for me. You got to really, there's a tune for these that you have to put in. If you're using Rune, they've come out with a custom tune for these. This is my little, I'll do a little rant here because why not? They have these tunes in Rune that you can apply to Audeze headphones, and you can download the plugin and it goes right into Rune and you can select the mod for your headphone. And I'm like, why don't you just tune the headphone that way? Why don't I put a piece of software in the middle of it? Why don't you just tune the headphone this way? You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make sense to me. But the LCD3s sold out. Yeah, of course they are. 4Zs, Salt Con. Wow, did these sell out fast? This just went live like yesterday morning. They've got some B-Stock LCD5s. The LCD5 to me is a misunderstood headphone. It got, initially there's a lot of excitement around it because it was supposed to be the new top of the line, blah, 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 blah. And then there was like a backlash because they said, well, they neutered the base of the LCD4 and it's not really a successor to the 4. And I think that idea is missing the point of the 5. The 5 is a perfect neutral headphone. It's got tremendous speed. It's got it's got speed as good as almost an E-stat. I mean, I would say it's even some of the lower end E-stats don't match it. Tremendously fast headphone. There's a lot of tension on that driver, and it just doesn't have the bass response. Everybody thought that it was it's an LCD-5. It's the successor to the 4. It's going to be a bass cannon, and it's not. If I were mixing something, that would be the headphone I would want, because it's so accurate. It's painful. It's brutally accurate. It's going to show you everything that's wrong with your music, with your mixing, your encoding. It's going to show you a lot about your chain that's wrong in a hurry, and that's great if you're doing that. It's not, to me, a headphone that I would reach for if I just wanted to kick back and listen to songs. This is a great headphone for doing that. The Sesfara back there. It's out of frame. Let's give this Sesfara. There's the Sesfara. Sorry, guys. I like doing that. The Sesfara back there is, it's a headphone that I would reach for listening. It's I don't think I would reach for the LCD-5 for doing that. I find the LCD-5 to be a terrific tool headphone and a very expensive one, and I think that that's what makes them special. It's like I have these Genelecs here on my desktop, which are covered because I was doing some shooting and I shoved stuff in front of the speakers. They probably don't sound very good right now with all the stuff blocking them, but they're very big. They've got like a 4 or 5 inch woofer in them, and they're tied to a subwoofer, which is where I get the fun part of the sound when I want fun. And when I'm mixing and stuff, they're perfect. They're not the most perfect listening speaker, because they're very accurate, and they tend to be leaner until you kick in the subwoofer, and then they really get robust and kind of go from average sounding to spectacular, for listening. But they're designed to be tools. They're fantastically accurate, and I've had these for 25 years. Never a hiccup. You buy Genelec because they're the best for near field mixing. They're very expensive. They're $2,000 a speaker. They're self-amped, and then when you buy another $1,000+ for the subwoofer, and it all works together as a system. And you can get really granular with these things too. Like, they sell apps and stuff where you can work on the toe in and all that. I mean, I use a common sense approach. Like, they're going to have to be good enough because I don't have unlimited space. It's not a dedicated mixing studio. This is a multi-purpose studio. Sometimes it's a YouTube studio like this. Sometimes it's a mixing session. Sometimes it's an edit suite. Sometimes it's, a voiceover booth. Just depends on what my need is. Sometimes it's just a photography studio. And sometimes it plays my Blackhawk games. I can see them. Sports. It's a sports thing. Oh, look at the shirt. I just looked down. I saw my little image. So I want to do but the LCD-5 is a fantastic headphone. I just want to button that up real quick. It's just not for what you think it is. It's not like, I don't consider it in that terms. Now, Audeze hinted when we had them on the Hangover show, which is tomorrow, by the way. If you're interested in joining our crew, our motley crew of craziness, $3 over at the Patreon site. Link is in the description below this video, and you can join in with our stuff. We may have some pop-in guests tomorrow. I don't know. I don't have commitments from anybody, but usually when I don't have commitments, I get some surprises. So you never know. It could be like crazy fun, or it could just be the guys hanging out talking about music and headphones. Either way, we always have a good time over there, and I encourage everybody to jump in. The more people we get into that group, the more fun it gets. Neil will be there. I don't know if Hipster will be there tomorrow, but we usually get like a bunch of people, and it's all live, and we all have cameras, and we can all see each other, and we all, make fun of each other. So that's it's a lot of fun. It's a couple hours, and then we have a music section where everybody gives an album recommendation. And I was trying to find one today. I was going through stuff, and I was looking through. Qobuz has a bunch of new releases. They're all instrumentals. I'm like, why the hell are these all instrumental? Why doesn't anybody sing anymore? Everything here is like, it's all instrumental stuff. It was driving me crazy. I'm like, I just want to find a nice piece of music that kind of excites me and makes me like want to listen further, and has a nice message or something. I don't know. But I'm not so lucky on the Qobuz selections today. It's all instrumental stuff. I'm gonna have to find something tonight because I'm kind of short, and I always come with a good recommendation. My last one was really fun. So let's go to, now we buttoned up the Audeze discussion. And I don't know, anybody else have, I know that Linsol had a big Black Friday thing going on. 11/11 is a big thing for them. It may be over now, though. I'm just not sure. But let's go to, I want to show you the fun I've been having on the website. In case you missed it, I redesigned the website a couple weeks ago. Let's go back to it. There we go. Here's the website now, and this is because I needed a site to push professional stuff. Not that I'm really professional. I'm professional. But this is all my work. This is like for work stuff, news producing, editing, whatever. Over here, we've got a link to the YouTube channel, which is fine. You can find that enough. You found this show, so you'll be there. And then we got the merch store, and here's the new merch store. It's the same front page as before. This used to be what the whole website opened up to, and we still have the shopping thing. So polos are still in, and I'm going to do it. Like I said, I'm going to do something like I'll do a discount. I'll probably give it to you next week because we'll be closer to the thing. But I wanted to show off a couple new things that I did. The first one is this shirt. And I don't have a zoom in on it, but it's my microphone. I did an outline of the microphone and stenciled it. So the iconic 77DX microphone, this microphone right here, is now got a logo shirt with the Director's Garage on a sleeve, and on the back it says "Music is Life" with the headphone logo, and on the neck patch. So that was the first one that I did. I was just having fun. The next one is this one. I love this. You're not listening? Oh, I should say you're going to hear some planes and stuff because I've got the door open. I'm just letting the air cool today because there's no need to have an air conditioner on. So we're in the traffic pattern today for Burbank Airport, so we're getting some stuff. But I love this shirt. I think this is funny. I just went for some stuff that was a little more cheeky and fun. I did a "What is this, Farah?" What is this, Farah? Shirt. I just thought it was clever. And then new to the lineup, you too can be a resident idiot. So those are all over on the website. Lightweight t-shirts and fun stuff. And there's Director's Garage logo on the sleeve, and then on the back you can see it's got the Music is Life thing with the headphone logo on the back patch, and on the right sleeve is a Director's Garage logo on these shirts. So just kind of fun. Just wanted to do some more interesting things, and I just thought this would be fun if you've got a girlfriend or a wife to wear around. And then I wanted to give some love to I actually just wanted this shirt. I've wanted a shirt like this forever, and I just decided I'm going to do it, which is just the little microphone on the pocket. It's very similar to the other headphone logo shirts. It's just got a microphone. I want to do one with a camera too. That's kind of a goal, life goal. And then I just... What is this as far? That's funny. I just thought it was funny, and I was looking for some ways to liven things up and do some unusual shirts. the shirts have been pretty good sellers, and I'm happy with everything so far. So I just thought it would be fun. So head over to the website there, and I'll try to figure out some discount or something for next week for you guys on the live stream, and do it for a few days or something, and open that up. So those are all up and live now. There you go. That's the bulk of everything that I had to talk about today. Some updates on the website. The other thing is that I went to the dentist this week, so we got some dental work coming. That's gonna be a lot of fun. Said no one ever. And then what else did I do? All of my sealing that I did. Remember I told you I sealed the whole walkway up front because when it rains it was starting to leak. All the leaks were patched. I had no leaks. There's one little leak left over the driveway, which I had a suspicion was not going to go without some caulk or something in the thing, but I was very happy. I got no leaks today, and it's been raining all day. So that's nice to know when I spent 3 days doing sealing on the driveway that it all, and the walkway, that it actually worked. So there you go. Yeah, we got a lot to do. So, the new next episode of Director's Garage. I worked on it all day today up until about 1 o'clock when I broke for lunch, and then, but I've got the B-roll shot. I am most of the way through the mix. We're going to do a video pass. I only have one really tough thing to do in the video pass. And that show, I'm hoping, will be out next week. I wanted to get it out this week, but I had 3 projects pop up. None of them really paying. They might throw some money at me just to be nice, but it's not going to be. It's going to be like hundreds of dollars, not like $1,000 or something. But they're reels that people want built, and if I do it well and do it right, it's going high enough in somebody's organization where I can probably get more work out of it. In fact, it's pretty much a guarantee I could get more work out of it. So that's kind of fun. And I'm hoping that this is a vehicle to move editing business through the Director's Garage. Because I don't care if I'm editing, I don't care if I'm editing, don't care if I'm directing. I prefer to be out in the field and directing stuff and kind of going and doing new things. That's kind of my wheelhouse. But I spent 20 years as an editor prior to doing any directing work. So, and I've never stopped editing. I edit this show. I edit everything. I edit other people's projects. I've always been editing. So it's my lowest hanging fruit because I know it so well and I've been doing it for so long. So I've opened up, a small editing business. That's all part of this Director's Garage Media, the big site that I was showing you before. Directing, shooting, editing, photography, just basically just content creator, right? That's what I am. But I needed a place to show all that off. Anyway, let's go to the chat, get some chat in for you guys, and we'll all, I guess, get washed away on this Friday. The hard rain is still to come. The hard rain's tonight in LA. So we've been getting it's just been drizzling and raining, nothing major. I hear we're going to get some deluge tonight. So that's going to be intense, to say the least. And I'll work on some other t-shirts. And if you guys have, by the way, any ideas or something you want to see on a t-shirt, email me, directorsgarage@gmail.com. Also send in your viewer photos. If you have any new system stuff you want to show off, got a new pair of headphones. JTB, you're getting something. I'm going to see, you probably talked about it already. But if you take some photos, send them over, and we'll show them off on the show. But anything you want to see on a t-shirt, anything like that, just I'm here to try and have some fun with this hobby and make it as enjoyable as possible. That's my goal. I'm doing Sunday. I'm getting up early, and I'm going to do a panel with Wave Theory. You know this guy? Anybody? Bueller? Anyone? He's a reviewer on YouTube, and I'm not that familiar with his stuff, but sounds like fun. I'm like, yeah, I don't care. I'll do it. So we're gonna go do a little something together. I don't know. I'm gonna call in and we're gonna talk about high-end headphones. That's what I know. And that's coming to an upcoming episode of his stuff. Who knows? Well, maybe we'll have some fun and be able to reciprocate. I generally, the other reviewers don't care for me that much because I don't take this. Number one, I don't take this seriously, and I have fun with it too much. And I'm not into like graphs and numbers and all that stuff. I tell you how they feel, what they sound like to me, what I like about them, what I don't like about them, and how I would improve them. I have never been like one of these guys to show you graphs. I hate graphs. They bore me. I think they're inaccurate as hell. They're unrelatable. They give you, at best, a general idea of what something sounds like, and at their worst, they are marketed to you and fed to you as something that you need to subscribe to get this information because you need it. You don't. Use your ears. Use your ears, people. Anyway, so the other reviewers don't tend to stay away from me, I think. But, whatever. It's fine. And I don't have time to really follow any of that. Look, the stuff I love on YouTube is the stuff that teaches me stuff. So I'm like, always, there's another plane. Want to get away? You got to be able to hear that, I would think, with the door open. Normally the door's shut and it's very quiet in here, but Howley is pouting because he can't go out in the rain, and he doesn't want to go out in the rain. Anyway, so I'm going to do this wave theory thing on Sunday, and it'll be over on his channel, wherever it is. So if you know wave theory, you'll know that I'm going to be on one of his upcoming things, maybe. Unless we record it and it sucks and then he just like cans it, which wouldn't be beyond expectation when it comes to me. Oh, too much fun, man. Too much fun. Okay. Binary feedback in the house. Cheers, my brother. Welcome to Friday. It's raining here. It's raining by you too, huh? All right. Well, we're all getting soggy today. Let's get sloshed. The director's garage. God, I love those jingles. They make me so happy. I don't know if anybody else likes it. I just think they're fun. It's all about fun. Hipster Cow in the house. Brother, tomorrow is I hope you can make the live stream tomorrow. It's so good when Hipster Cow is there. He's got so much. Sajan has so much to add. Fantastic. Don't have any new gear, but just sold his tungstens to Adnan Ferozi, one of our longtime viewers and contributors. Oh, that's great, man. Any reason you sold off the tungsten? I mean, it's a pretty good headphone, say. But it might be redundant in your system, or you may not be using them enough. I have several headphones that I'm like, I think they're fantastic. I don't use them enough. I think the X9000, I don't use them enough. The Abyss, I don't use them enough. Carbon, I don't use them enough. I spend tons and tons of time with that. There's Sesfara. I spend tons of time with my Caldera, with my ZMF, and with my Mod House stuff. Those are my mainstays. I don't spend as much time with it. That's why I'm selling a lot. I've got a lot of stuff for sale in the Director's Garage sale below. I think I've got some good prices. The Carbon is, I think, at $4,000 down there. I think it's like $4,000 in my, I don't know, look it up in the thing, in the list. It's in the description below. But I've got some deals down there, and I think I've got like $5,000 on the 1266 TC, and that's with the $2,500 superconductor cable. So I'm giving that whole thing away, and the Rune stand, the specific stand for the, I'm just trying to generate some money so I can pay Ray Samuels for the amp. So whatever sells first goes right to Ray. So if you're interested in a 1266 TC, a full package with a stand and a superconductor cable, that's $5,000. I think that's a steal when you consider that the cable is included, especially that with that cable. And the Rune stand is a real cherry on the couch. You can't get those anymore. They're designed specifically for the 1266. And then the Carbon is brand new. I just had it built, and I did a review of it. It sat in a case. I just haven't had a calling to pull them out for any reason. So there you go. All for sale right now. And I think the X5000, I don't know if I've put a list price on those. Somebody make me an offer on those. If it was reasonable, I would sell it. Just because I'm not listening to a lot of e-stats right now. I'm listening to dynamic drivers. I've had these for a while. I'm happy to send them to another home. They come with the wooden box, whole thing. Anyway, hipster cow in the house. He sold off his tungstens. He doesn't have any new gear either. I don't either. It's like just trying to make it through, boys. Just trying to keep the house. I wanted to pick up an LCD-5, but they were more expensive than when they were discounted the last time. Oh, the nerve. He worked out the tax and shipping, UK VAT, import, FedEx border tax. Oh yeah, brutal. All the tariffs and all that shit. Terrible. It was only a few hundred difference buying new here. Well, there you go. So it passed. Yeah. And then there's usually the B stock has like one little flaw somewhere on it. That's why it's a B stock. So it'll be like, the tortoise shell's got a little scratch, or it's got a little discoloration somewhere. So that's why they sell it. They can't sell it as new because it's not up to the quality. It didn't pass QC for some reason. Sounds just fine. Just there's usually a cosmetic error with them. Good discounts on LCD2Cs though. Yes, I agree. 4Zs were $2,500. Decent. I like, if I'm going to buy a 4Z, I'm going to buy a 4. I'm going to go OG and buy a 4. The 4, to me, I think the 4 is a better headphone. I think the 4 is a better headphone than the 4Z. They lost a little zhuzh, a little essence from the 4 when they shrunk it down and made it lighter and made it easier to drive. It doesn't sound the same to me, and I preferred the OG 4. Personal opinion. I believe the only difference between the PlayStation Xbox Maxwell is the Xbox has Dolby Atmos license. PlayStation version is considered to be the regular one. What did we listen to though at when we went down to Audeze, hipster? What was that we were listening to? Wasn't that just was that the standard, just run of the mill? Because it was really good for the price. It was damn near outstanding. It was like a no-brainer, and I would love to pick up a pair. Just to have it, like a good wireless pair of headphones for a plane or something, because they sounded really good. I think they would give the Apollo and the Batiste a run for their money. I want to do a shootout with those someday. Maybe Audeze can send me a pair. Audeze, if you're out there, I'll send you a note. send me a Maxwell to shoot out against the Apollo, because they impressed all of us who were down there. GX was the analog gaming version with the X. I think the common feedback was that it was not as resolving as an X, but the frequency response was a little more consumer friendly. Vegan Vickers sold his LCD-2 1 year ago. Let's all drink to that, man. It's hard. Swapped them for the Meze Lyric, in fact. Did you get the Lyric or the Lyric 2, Vegan Vicker? Sold his Genelex Scott Neumanns. I don't have Neumann speakers. I haven't listened to them. I use Neumann microphones, and I would swear by them. I have one pair of Neumann headphones, and they're pretty neutral, and they're not great. So I don't know. Genelex had self-noise. They're not supposed to. Something. Then you needed to send those in to get repaired, because these things should be dead quiet, and they are. They're used for mix. These are the default. For years, people were using the small little, there were Yamaha bookshelf speakers with a 3-inch woofer, maybe 3.5-inch woofer. And those were the de facto that everybody was mixing on. Before that, it was the Yamaha NS10s. Yamaha, for some reason, everybody was mixing on Yamaha gear for a long, long time. The NS10s needed a power amp. I think the Genelec just stole that market eventually, at some point. They're a little higher end. But I don't know I've never heard the Neumann speakers, so can't comment on it. But the Genelec should not have any hiss at all. These are dead quiet. I can turn the knob up full. You won't hear a thing. Got his head D1 today. JTB. It's new headphone Friday. Woohoo! Possibly the best headphone release this year. Easily the best headphone under $1,000. But what else came out this year? This is something that I think would make a great topic for discussion, boys. What's been out new this year that's been, like, there hasn't been a high-end release this year. Audeze was supposed to come out. We were told earlier in the year that Audeze had a flagship planned for this year. Apparently that didn't quite make it, right? Because that didn't show up at CanJam. And we thought we would be seeing a new Audeze flagship, LCD-6 or whatever it was going to be. Never saw it. So that's a little disappointing this year. Meze doesn't have a new flagship. The Elite is still top of their game, right? They have something new? They don't have anything new, do they? Let's go to Meze Audio. Let's check it out. Space there. No, I don't want headphones. I want the actual Meze site. Meze Audio. Yeah, they don't have anything new at the top end. The Elite is still their top. They're due for an Elite 2, wouldn't you think? But these are good headphones still. These sound great. I still use these. So, yeah, so there's nothing new at the top end. So they did have the Poet earlier this year, which got some good reviews. The Abyss had a new mid-tier headphone this year. That got good reviews. What did Abyss do? Let's go look that up real quick. Abyss, what was the name of the Abyss thing? Oh, they got Black Friday. They'll overcharge you for anything. Let's get. Oh boy, that's mean. Abyss Shop. Let's see what this is. The Joel. That was their new one. This got good reviews. A lot of people like these. Good price too. They finally put out something that was like affordable. Love to hear them sometime, but I'm not on their fan list, so I don't think they'll be sending me a pair to check out. Unless Audio 46 got a pair or something. Too fun. Oh man, it's a good time. So the Joel, but I'm just trying to think back this year, like there weren't that many landmark releases. ZMF had their new well, their second throwback headphone that they came out with, but like there wasn't like, this was I would say this was a slower year in the headphone world. We didn't have a newcomer like Ralamanis, like jumping, like the big massive, Amanis kind of level release this year from anybody. I mean, I guess the Sesfara Unveiled was last year, so yeah, I don't know. Kind of an off year, wouldn't you say? Brody, hello. Hello, Brody. Cheers. Doing a huge double event shift tomorrow. We'll play catch up after. Have fun. Oh, okay. Binary feedback in the house. Now leaving the house. Howdy, JTB. Good to see you. Same man. Hope everyone is doing well. Ah, the cordiality of this that knows no bounds. Thanks, brother. You as well. Just struggling through law school right now. Oh, yeah, hipster. That's all right, man. I know where I'm going when I have a problem. Nobody I'd trust more than hipster. I like headphone too, but his tiny head is unsuited to their white. Okay. Yeah, they're a monster. MX4 is definitely the best deal on the Audeze thing. I might have to grab what is Sasfara's shirt. I know, just having fun, guys. Just trying to make it a good time. The Head D1 dynamic headphone is not and not heavy at all. They tried something different and hit a home run. Good. That's good to know. What do you like about it, JTB? What's the frequency response? You like the bass? What's going on with them? What's special about them? Because you've heard a lot of headphones. Hipster, yeah, that was the one which tempted me when the 5 wasn't discounted as he was hoping. Yep. MX4 is pretty underrated. I was hoping they would come back with like one of those LCD-Rs or something, like the really cool ones from a couple years ago. That'd have been fun. He wants them all. Be true to your teeth or they will be false to you, Michael. Isn't that the truth? Yeah, we got some work going on. That's going to happen. Glad to hear the house prep is going well. Keeping his fingers crossed for a good result for you. Yeah, we're still trying to sell the house, if I can get that done. But we're just hoping that nothing leaks in the next 24 hours. That would be nice. Although we have a small leak, but it's one small drip. It's it's not in a critical area. And I know exactly where there's this crack. I was looking at it, I'm like, can I just cover this with sealant enough times that it'll just be waterproof? The answer would be, no, it's not. You need to caulk. You need to put some grout in there. You got to do something. You got to fill it. Wave theory is very good. I don't know that I can't remember if I've seen his stuff before. Maybe I have. But I just, I'm like, whatever. Just everybody live their life. I'm good. And I'll just jump into this thing and we'll have a chat about whatever he wants to talk about. Way is good. He's not afraid to say when a product is not very good. We can hear it, but no issue. Oh, you mean the planes? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. There hasn't been a plane now in 10 minutes, so I don't know what's going on. Maybe we're still in the government shutdown. No, we're not. Michael is broadcasting from Terminal C at LAX. Well, it'd be Burbank Airport because I'm in the valley. Professor Brian is one of his favorite reviewers. Oh, that's Wave Theory's real name. Yeah. Possibly his most favorite. Hey, easy. Don't get out of line. That's so funny. Better late than never. Hi, gents. Just got in the door. What a day. I need headphone therapy, Michael. Good luck with your sales. And hope you are asking, and hope you get your asking prices fair. Yeah, I think so. I try to, I don't want to be, I can't undersell because I just need to stay afloat here. So I'm trying to get, I'm not willing to just give the shit away. I wish I got to a point where this show was so successful I could, because I would just give everything away. I don't care. I want everybody to have a good time, but now we're broke. And boy, does it suck. I'm telling you, boys, I've been at both ends of the spectrum. Better to have, be wealthy than poor. I'm telling you, it's no fun in being poor. Wave Theory is a physicist who does reviews. Oh, I didn't know he was a physicist. I didn't know he had that actual background. Well, then he probably knows more than me, because I'm an idiot. Hipster Cow just sold the tungstens because he just haven't had enough time to listen, and he knew he would get back what he paid for them. He's only really been using the Maxwells and speakers recently. Okay. Fair enough. I like the tungstens though. I believe they're actually listening to the PlayStation version, but they are tuned exact same as the Xbox version. Okay, that was when we went down to Hipster Cow was talking about when we went down to the Audeze factory. A group of us from the headphone thing very early in the year, just after the fires, as we discovered last time when we laid it out and tried to remember what we tried to forget. We went down to the Audeze factory, and they let us basically play with any headphone we wanted that they made. They had a big wall of them, and the ones that stood out were the Carbon 2, which sounded great, and then the other one was the Maxwell. We're all like really impressed with the Maxwell. And then Hipster brought his LCD-4, which I assume you still have. You still have that one, Hipster? You still got the LCD-4? Don't tell me you sold your LCD-4. I'm going to be really upset. We were LCD-4 brothers, man. Brothers in arms. But yeah, the Maxwell was a really impressive sounding headphone, especially for the price. They're only a few $100. It's a really good price for that. So that would be the one that I, would navigate towards, especially in my current financial condition. It seems like that's a good buy. So and they're all selling out anyway on the thing. But I just wanted to know which version of it we listened to if we had the Dolby Atmos. But I don't know if we're using Dolby Atmos at down there. I don't think we had it hooked up to anything. It was just an amp with wires or whatever. Anyway, good to see you, brother Nephilim. I believe Audio Technica has a new flagship. I listened to an Audio Technica last year at CanJam. They have those blue ones with this fancy wood. The only thing is Audio Technica makes so much product. They make microphones, they make everything. Let's see if we can, oh, here we go, headphones, okay. Yeah, they make a little bit of everything. Oh, the R series, is this new? Yeah, it's gotta be the new thing. That's a pretty nice looking headphone right there. These aren't audiophile though, are they? Commercial audio. Whoa, okay. Don't be doing that. I thought they had a high-end headphone line, didn't they? Here we go. Now we're talking. This is what I'm looking for. ADX7000. God, these are beautiful. Yeah, they've got some nice products here, boys. Holy cow. I haven't gone through their stuff. I think last year I saw these over here. And they were blue though. They had like a blue finish on them. They were gorgeous. Look at this headphone. This is a nice design here. Anybody hear these? What do they sound like? Bass response, uncommonly full and powerful. Oh yeah, I need these. But where do I buy now? Is there a buy it now? Come on, it's bass response, boys. Bass response. I need these. I need these. Oh, I don't need them. Okay, I can't afford them. I'm broke. Oh shit. Here we go. Okay, so we found. I guess I didn't have this up. Did I not have the screen up before? Look at these headphones. These are the pro level headphones. These are nice. This was the one from last year, but they had they had like a special blue cup on these. Sorry for not showing these to you before, boys. I forgot that I didn't switch over to this camera. To the laptop. Thought we were looking at stuff together. They've got some nice finishes. This is their flag. This has got to be their flagship. Because then they got that amp too, that really expensive amp, that $1,000 amp or whatever it is. You're paying for that cup. This is one of those cups. You know, there's a process in Japan that they polish with, and it's very time consuming. And I think this is one of those cups that went through that process where it's like they do very, very, very thin layers and build them up to give them that look. And I think this is one of those hand polished things. They're very nice. But I want to hear the 7000. This would be a headphone to audition. It says it's got bass. If it's got bass, I want it. Nice looking headphone though. Damn. So nice. Yeah, I guess. The driver looks a little HD-800-y to me, but it's also got shades of the Yamaha too. Just interesting. Nice design. Gotta throw some props out to Audio Technica. Thanks to whoever led us down that rat hole. All right. It was well worth the journey. Another plane going by. Want to get away? So that 7000 is really it. Sajan, you as well as always, you's always a good man. Just skimming through the comments and JTB, congrats man, what a pickup. I'm dying to try the D1. Also, good move on your part. Gonna sell his tungsten. Also, he prefers the HE-1000 SE. I would not. Spiritual Psychotherapy Services. Thanks for stopping by. If anybody needs psychotherapy, you're looking at him. Spiritual psychotherapy, probably even more so. Yeah, the 1000 SE is too bright for me. I would definitely be preferring the only knock on the tuning for the tungsten for me is the amp needs to make them sound their best. It's like you got to bring an amp, suitcase-sized amp for that thing, but that's okay. Audio Technica has a new 7000 that people are raving about. Sells for $3,500. We just saw it. Good. I forgot to kick the camera over there when I was looking for it, but yeah. Ryan Dietz in the house. Hey, Michael, unfortunately won't be able to make it tomorrow because he'll be at the Capitol Audio Fest. Oh. Well, go play with the Capitol people. What's wrong with them? It's all good. He's hoping when he tries a head D1 that the headphone is genre generalist. It could be really another headphone. It could really use another headphone with versatility. The D8000 is only all genre specialist. Yeah, I think I have stuff for a little bit of everything, you know, depending what I'm listening to. Yeah, I agree with you. It's nice to have one of those all-rounders. This is an all-rounder, but it's cheap. It doesn't quite give you the fidelity of some of the other ones, but it's great. We started the show with these today, boys. This is my Fostex TH-X00 Purple Heart. Probably a 15-year-old headphone. I have replaced the ear pads on them. They are they're like, I got them last year, I think, because they finally shed. They shed all of their glossy exterior, so I had to go and buy a new pair from Zach. There you go. That's where we started. But a great all-rounder. We were talking about all-rounders. The other all-rounder is the ZMF. What's the ZMF I'm thinking of? Not the Caldera. Atrium. The Atrium Openback is one of the best all-around headphones ever made. It just does everything really well. And is phenomenal on a tube. Great on a tube amp. Binary Feedback got a Maxwell UV as well in last year's Bespoke. There wasn't a mark on it. Really sweet for the price, you're right. Yeah, I agree. Howdy, folks. And guess who bought... Oh, Adon, we were just talking about you. The Hipster Cows Tungsten. It's awesome, man. Well, that's great, man. Congratulations. I hope you're enjoying it. I love the headphone. And you know, here's the thing, and this is what I always say too, and to talk about to Sajan a bit, hipster cow. I always say this: even if I miss them, I'll buy them again. I've sold stuff off knowing that, yeah, I probably don't really want to do that. But I kind of had to because I couldn't justify keeping yet another headphone. So I'm like, well, I'm going to say goodbye to these for now and let somebody else use them who's going to get more enjoyment or use out of them. And then down the road, well, you know, I can always buy them back if I miss them. And I'm saying that about the Abyss. I need to say goodbye to these for a while. I'm just not using them, and it's a lot of money to be sitting around. And they still hold a lot of value as the flagship for Abyss audio. So I'm like, if I can sell them now, this is the ideal time, you know, to really get that done. A few more and then we'll start wrapping it up. You got to keep on the 0.63 firmware, however. The 0.74 firmware messes the Maxwell, I'm assuming, in his opinion. Congratulations and welcoming your new family, Adnan. Yes. It's a good one. It's a good one, man. Tungsten is a hell of a headphone. The Head D1 is kind of an HD-600 and FoKus clear, having a baby without the hot treble. Yeah, you need that. That treble on on those headphones can be, especially the clear, can get really grating in the upper treble region, or upper mid-range, lower treble region. It's detailed, punchy, fun listen, perfect all-arounder. He's listening on a Lear 3. Good shit, JTB. See what I did there? Adnan Ryan Dietz. Hey, got my new pads. Thanks so much. I'm in love with the Mod House. Got two. He has two tungsten V1s now. Better than his LCD-4s. CS grad hobby school sucks for me. School hobby sucks though for me. Okay. Adnan, glad you're enjoying them. Good news. Hipster Cow still has the LCD-4 and the Atriums. Great headphones, both. But the tungstens, carbons, Diana TCs, Sysfara LCD-24, and Stax all sold. Wow, clearing house. Well, you know, you're in a different world. You're in study world. You need pizza money. keep those. You need to buy books. Books are far more important than headphones. I get it. Glad you're enjoying the tungsten. How wonderful. And it's great that you guys are trading amongst yourselves too. That makes me feel good that everybody's, you know, getting along and doing it right. Nephilim says he was doing an A/B test with the D1 and the HE-1000 unveiled, and the D1 was holding its own and then some. Very nice. So headphone, you're giving a huge props to that headphone. Tungsten's a good the HE-1000's a damn good headphone, especially the unveiled. Very nice. JTB sounds promising combination of things. Looking forward to hearing them, and thanks for the feedback. His next test will be movies and gaming. Seems like the right price for the D1. He's kind of willing to spend for headphone number 6. So nice seeing you. Getting the tungstens really got him listening to music again. Good for you. And Ryan, now the wait for the V2 starts. You guys are wonderful to have upgraded it. Love you guys. Man, that's fabulous. What a good time. What a good time. Well, that's what I've got for today. Guys, I'm going to, we'll just do a recap here. If you missed it, there's some new merch on the merch store. We showed off at the beginning of the show. Sysfara, there's a new what is a Sysfara shirt, and there's a Resident Idiot shirt, and there is a You're Not Listening shirt, and now we have instead of a headphone logo, I've got a microphone logo just because I wanted one for myself. I designed one that has my little RCA 77DX on it for fun. So those are up on the merch site. I'm going to do some sort of Black Friday thing coming in the near future. We'll do a discount code or something. And that's what I got. What else is happening today? A new episode coming next week, I'm hoping. I promised you guys last week that we'd have it on Tuesday, barring unforeseen circumstances. And unforeseen circumstances are indeed what happened here. We had a bunch of work pile in, nothing paying terribly well, but enough to make me really have to focus on that stuff because it was going to pay the bills. A couple last things. Michael wanted to tell you that I spent some time with the FoKus Stellia, and I think that I share your feelings with that headphone. Did not like them. I didn't like them. I'm so sorry. I know people love that headphone. It was not for me. It was not for me. Didn't work. Okay. So episode, and tomorrow is the next Hangout in the morning. No scheduled guests, but I have a lot of invites out. Some folks may drop in just for fun. Some manufacturer people, and we'll see. So head over to the Patreon site and get in on that. It's $3 to join tomorrow morning. I'm not getting rich on that thing. I just want to kind of create a nice little safe environment for all of us garage heads to hang out in. All right, that's it for me, everybody. Have a great weekend, and I will see you before you know it. Get out of here. Oh, geez. See, I got cocky. I thought I had a nice slick outro. Not so. No luck. Cut them off. Make them start drinking again.
It's time for happy hour, people.